there's two groups. There's a parents group and there's an adults group. The parents group is working on being able to explore difficulties that the parents might be having with their children for boundaries, bedtimes, any of those kind of issues, as well as emotions that staff might bring up for them about their own childhood. And then the adults group, where they may be talking more kind of in a therapeutic sense about themselves and about their own issues that are going on for them at the moment. So those two things linked together, the two groups, kind of cover, you know, if we're talking about the three areas of EYPU, we've got the child's development, the parent-child relationship, and the parent as an individual. You know, we've got the parents group for the parent-child relationship, and we've got the adults group to be able to really focus on this person as a person within their own right, which is related to being a parent, but sometimes it's nice to have a separate space. And I think although the parents find it difficult, I think that's probably appreciated.
Well, first time like here, I found it very, very difficult. And my poor key workers, I was battling them. I was battling them. I was thinking, nah, this place ain't doing me no good. It's not doing, it ain't helping me at all. But realistically, it was. Bits were going in, and then over time, I could see that they wasn't going behind my back and doing things like that. So that trust built up. So now I know 100%. I think the best thing is having the support from my key worker and having the one-to-one sessions with her, and also my daughter. My daughter loves it. She absolutely loves it here. Oh, she loves coming in doing the sing-song. She loves meeting the other families here, and also it's because I'm with her. So you know, like at play school, she goes like on her own. But whereas with here, she's got her mummy here as well, and so we're all played together and that. The first few months that I was coming here for, I couldn't understand what I was getting out of it. I couldn't see me getting anything out of it, and I really, really struggled. But the only reason why I kept coming back was obviously for Madison, which I'm glad I did, because I think the reason why it is 18 months is because it does take time, and it isn't until you've gone past the first bit that things start to sink in. Because with my background, I used to take, well, I was an addict for a long, long time. So then, obviously, the people that I was to pee with and that lot were not trustworthy. So I wasn't used to having trustworthy friends, and obviously professionals and everything like that. So it took a long time when I come here to be able to realise that these people aren't going to use me or anything. They are genuine people. So it takes a long time to be able to build true, real friendships. So I definitely think you need the 18 months, because time you get in here and then settle into the routine, and also it takes that time to build the time up with your therapist, I think, because you need a good few months, because it's only twice a week. So you do need that time to be able to understand your therapist, realise that your therapist is genuine, and they're not going to go off and say things that aren't true or anything. So, yeah, once I broke that milestone, I was like that. I love it now. I'm just glad that I battled through that the first bit of me being here, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm just so grateful that in my Madison, because it was her that loved it, and that's what kept me coming, and I'm glad.
It was scary. I know it was going to be a journey. It was very scary coming here, because meeting different people and meeting therapists and one that was going to go on there, and yeah, it was very scary. I was very, very worried, and to trust them, and because they're going to go back and say anything to the social workers, or they're going to go back to court or anything. Yeah, I was very worried coming here. Oh, it's very intense. It's intense here. It is, but it's worth it at the end of it. At the end of it, when you first come here, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like a very long journey. When you start going through your journey through it, it's like, wow. When you come to near the end, that seems the longest part than the beginning. So it was like, but it was well worth it coming here.